I'm an ADHD coach and I'm someone who has ADHD, and I spend most of my time talking about or thinking about the ADHD experience. The thing that I want to talk to you about today is something that I've noticed that I find rather interesting, which is that most people with ADHD, generally, we're often pretty tired. There's a lot going on all the time, and it's a bit stressful, just existing as we are. Often in our downtime, we work hard and then we come home and we have this desire to just crash and go, and kind of catch our breath. However, so many of our hobbies are very intense, they're very complex, they're very engrossing. Very few of us just going for peaceful walks. We're more into really complex, intricate games or highly detailed art or drawing or just doing some really complex stuff. That's how we like to unwind. And I've been thinking about this lately and trying to understand why. Because these things, and I'll just use games for example, because there are so many people with ADHD who love games, video games, whatever, computer games, you get the idea. But it's not just simple ones, it's complex ones. The more intricate and hard and difficult and elements going on all at the same time to keep a track of, the more we're drawn to them. And to me, there's something interesting there, because theoretically those things would be more draining, they're more tiring. And they actually are. Scientifically, we can track, you get more neural fatigue from doing those activities. It has demands on you, metabolic demands. It's more draining than to just do something a lot more menial. But again, we're drawn to that, and I have been thinking that perhaps this is because our minds are so busy that for us to shut off, we can't just shut off by just resting and down regulating. We need to actually shut off by devoting our entirety of our brain to something which can completely occupy it because it's so complex. And that actually gives us a break from everything else. I'm playing a game that's so intricate and complicated that I actually have to devote 100% of my very powerful ADHD brain to that. There's nothing left over for the worries, the stress, the taxes, the whatever. Because I'm 100% here. So perhaps for many of us, where there's things that are not taken care of, things that are constantly feeling this pressure of, I have to do this, I have to do that, that's undone, I need to get on top of this thing, that's exhausting to be aware of. And so my theory right now is that we want to take a break, not from the exhausting aspect of processing things at a high level. We don't really want to break from that. We just want to break in an escapist and semi-avoidant sense. But in this case, it doesn't seem that unhealthy, except where it is. Put that aside. But what we're trying to do actually is just have a break from all of the burdens. And the way that we can do that, perhaps the only way that we can do that, is by occupying 100% of our brain. And that, with brains like ours, demands something very, very complex. And maybe there's something interesting in that for you. Thank you for your time. This brings us to another video. Back with my slightly more aesthetic setup. And yes, so thanks again. If you enjoyed this, subscribe. I make a new video every single day. So if you like this, tune in tomorrow and let's see what I talk about then. I every day aim to give you as much value as I possibly can. Okay, see you tomorrow.